Hey guys, this is Michael Cheek with MikesGuitarLessons.com. We're going to learn the chords right now for Second Chance by Shinedown. And there's acoustic and electric in this song. I'm going to start out on acoustic. Later I'll go into the electric stuff that's in the song. But you can actually play all the way through this song with an acoustic if you'd like. So that's what we're going to start on this first part here, this first video. And I'll actually show you how to play all the way through the song if you just want to use an acoustic. And then I'll also go back and show you the other electric parts so you can play it more like the actual song if you want to do that. The first thing you need to know is you're going to capo on the 3rd fret. So if you don't have a capo, you can play bar chords and play all your chords that way. But if you've got a capo, it's going to make it sound just like the song. So capo on the 3rd fret all the way across. And at least the first chords that you're going to play are going to be these. One's an A minor. Okay. The next one is a C. And then your third chord is going to be an F. You'll play that 2 times in a row. Okay. Now, your A minor, I'm just going to do a really quick review over these chords because most of you probably know how to play these chords. You don't play the thick E string. It's open on the A string. It's going to be 2nd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, 1st fret on the B string, and open on the skinny E string. Okay, that's your A minor. Your next chord is the C, and what you want to do is leave these first 2 fingers where they're at, and take your 3rd finger and move it to the 3rd fret of the A string. And it's still just 5 strings, so start at the A string and play that. So it's 3rd on the A, 2nd on the D, open on the G, 1st on the B, and open on the E. Okay. Your last chord is an F. I like to bar all the way across for my F. If you can't do that, you can play just the bottom 4 notes, 4 or 5 notes depending on which one you're able to do. But what I like to do is bar all the way across with your 1st finger. Now here, because we've capoed, you're going to be barring in the 4th fret. I'm calling out the formations of these chords too. These are actually different chords since we're moved up the neck. I forgot to mention that. But we're doing the A minor formation, the C formation, and then the F formation. So bar in the 4th fret, and then you've got, let's see, 6th fret on the A. Sorry, 4th fret on the E, 6th fret on the A, 6th fret on the D, 5th fret on the G, and then 4th fret with your bar on the B and the E. So that's your F. What you're going to do at the beginning of the song is just strum each one of those 1 time, except for the F, you're going to strum that twice. It's going to sound like this. Okay? And then a real simple rhythm comes in. You're just pretty much going to use all downstrokes for the chord progression, but it's going to stay the same. Played a little more complicated once I get further into the song, so I like to keep it simple right there. And what I can do is go ahead and play along with the song a little bit. So this is going to be that part right there. I'll play until the chord progression changes. So here we go. And then same chord progression. That next part that just came in there, I'm going to show you that too. You're going to play a G chord there, or the G formation. Remember, we've got a capo on, but you're going to play a G chord there. Now you can play a G add D, even a G fifth if you wanted to. Not the power chord version, but the more full chord version. But just to keep it simple, let's play the regular G chord if you haven't played one before. So middle finger is going to go on the 6th fret of the fat E string. Your first finger is going to go, 6th fret of the E string. First finger is going to go on the 5th fret of the A string. Everything else is open until the skinny E string. You're going to play 6th fret with your 3rd finger or your pinky. Either one's okay. And remember, it's not really a G chord, it's just the G formation. So that's one of the other chords we need. Another one, a little bit further into this next chord progression, is going to be just a variation of the C chord. So you're going to be playing a C chord, and then what you're going to need to do is drop the bass line. So what I like to do is just use my middle, you've got your C chord here that's already learned or know how to play. You're going to pick this 3rd finger up off the A string and just leave it up. You're not going to use it. Take your middle finger and move it to the 2nd fret of the A string. Okay? Okay? And what that does is just drop that bass note from here to here. Okay, so it sounds like. That's the note difference in the chord. And that's all you're going to have. Let's actually go through and go through that chord progression. Actually, I'll play with it in a second. Your chord progression is going to be like this. On the next part, you're going to go G chord, and then A minor, and then you're going to play an F, then a C. Then you're going to have that C with a B pedal is what I usually, the way I would usually call it out. So that's that next C chord, a variation off the C chord. And then your G chord again, then an A minor, then a D, and I forgot, I haven't showed you the D yet. Most of you should know it, but it's open on the A, open on the D, and because of where we've got our capo, it's higher, but it's going to be 5th fret on the G string, 6th fret on the B, and 5th fret on the skinny E string. Okay? You're going to play that D chord, and you're really, if you're writing the chord progression out, you'd write that D chord twice because you hold it twice as long as the others. Same as with that F chord you had at the beginning. Okay? So again, that chord progression for that next part is G, A minor, F. Yeah, I think that's what I told you before. So G, A minor, F, C, C with the B pedal, G, then A minor, D, and then the D one more time. I'm looking down here at my chord progression I wrote down because I just wrote this out. Now, what we can do now is actually just play along with the song. So let me play that far, and you can see how the rhythm is and just how everything's put together, how long you stay on each chord and all that. So here's from the beginning of the song. Timer here. We're probably coming up on 10 minutes, so I better stop the video, but that's how you play that first part. Go to Mike'sGuitarLessons.com if you want to learn the rest of the song. Thanks for watching.